the All of the Above podcast with 3 Seeds Mentoring Group.
Welcome to 3 Seeds Mentoring Group. This is our career corner, and we give career advice and we give other advice with professionals about how to make it on a day-to-day basis, dealing with problems, overcoming solutions and strategies that you can use. So who do we have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Hi, Jason. It's Dr. Mike McCosey. I'm the owner of Hope With Me. I'm a psychologist. We're a psychology practice. We love helping people master stress and anxiety. I
tried to quote you the other day. I can't remember what you said. You said something about we have more stuff than they had back in the day.
Yeah.
Say that again.
So I read it online for what it's worth. But so I've found, or I read somewhere that said we're exposed to 74 gigabytes of information a day.
74 gigs of information a day. Okay.
But what's fascinating is supposedly 500 years ago, people are exposed to 74 gigabytes of information in their lifetime.
In your lifetime.
So in one day.
Right.
And if you think about what we're exposed to as well. Yes. Right. So I talk about it this way. And I think this is especially relevant for our youth. Mm-hmm. You go into a grocery store and you go into the cereal aisle and there's 55, 70 options. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that's cool, but sometimes it's I don't even know where to start.
It's overwhelming.
So, I think in some ways, all of this information, all of these choices, in some ways, that can be empowering, but in some ways, I think that actually causes us more stress too. Mm-hmm. So I think we have to be more intentional about how we're navigating the information, about how much we're exposing ourselves to information. Not that information can be really helpful as well, right? It's because of information and we can do this sort of stuff. It's awesome. But I think we have to be intentional and really identify and clear on what actually is helping us, right?
I was doing my show today.
Yeah.
And what I said was, when you eat food, when you have too much food, you're full and you know it.
Yeah.
What about up here? What is your stomach for your intake?
Yeah. It's funny. So one time I was going for a run and I had my, AirPods or whatever, wireless earbuds in, and they started to say to me, low battery. And I was thinking we don't have that mechanism in our mind, right? In our brain.
We don't.
It rarely says, hey, that's too much. Hey,
you get the Apple thing that says screen time.
Right.
You
can use that.
That's it.
So, I think you make a great point. I in some ways, I guess I would say if we're experiencing more stress or more anxiety, that could be an indicator that there's too much. Mm-hmm. I think part of it is the ability to kind of just slow down and start listening, though, to our experience and really becoming detectives on what works for us.
What works for you. Yeah.
So, I like to ask people these two questions. How do you start your day? How do you end your day? Right? So are we starting our day doing things I'm going to meditate, I'm going to exercise, I'm going to read, if I'm a person of faith, I'm going to read the Bible, I'm going to pray, whatever that looks like. Are we doing things that prepare us to win? And I think as we do those things, we start to notice a difference in ourselves, right? Not this, I'm always happy, that's impossible, it doesn't exist, but there's a peace, there's a contentment, there's a vitality. How do we end the day? Maybe we end the day. Do we end the day we're sort of ruminating or we're worried, or can we spend some time to really reflect on what we're grateful for in terms of what happened from the day? So it's
so that would be a good thing, because some people start their day with social media.
Then that's my point, right?
Yeah.
But the challenge is we don't have this mechanism, as you said, in your stomach. That's I'm full, because you go to social media. ESPN.com is that's for me, right? Mm-hmm. You go to it and it gives us kind of this hit, right?
All the time. Boom.
It's easy and sometimes it's rewarding, sometimes it's punishing, but so it's very reinforcing. It's very appealing, and it's I have such a great metaphor that you use. It's kind of imagine if we just kept eating McDonald's but our stomach never told us it was full or that didn't sit with us.
We would burst.
Right. But we don't have that mechanism here.
And this is more important than this.
Right. So I think that we have to be more intentional, or it asks us to be more intentional.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Dr. Mike, for your time.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
And you guys see the episode. It'll be more. We put these different clips out. And if you have a question, say something in the comments. We'll have a different environment next time. This is our dry run. So thank you guys for watching. Take it easy.